Today we're going to look at 3 different poses: walking, bending down to pick something up, and simply standing. They may look completely different, but I'm going to approach all 3 in much the same way. We'll look at line of action, establish a simple center line, find the basic shapes, gradually build the figure without getting caught up in unnecessary detail. In the final drawing, we'll also place the figure inside a train carriage and use a little simple perspective to give her a sense of place. So let's get started. So here's the first figure. It's a standing or a walking pose, and you can see I've drawn the line of action. It's a very simple, it crosses just below the crotch, and I'm placing the head. So the proportions are based on the head. It's one head to about 7 or 8 heads for the body. Now, those legs crossing like that, that's a very handy device. Now I've used a center line, and she's more on the right of that center line than on the left, because I've placed the center line right where her manubrium is. That's the top of the breastbone. So we don't do any detail yet. We just go in and keep it very simple. Now see how those legs and chest, they're basically tubes, the basic shape of a tube, and a box, if you like. And the heads are sort of like a balloon, if you like. Keep the lines fairly light too. Here's the second pose. It's a crouching pose. So our center line is just above her leg, or about midway to the thigh, actually. And we've got to get the balance right in this case. So that center line is going to help us, incredibly so. With all these poses, you've got to have good balance, otherwise it just doesn't work. But this kind of crouching down pose, bending down to pick something up, so that's the whole centre of gravity changes. I haven't gone into any detail just yet with regard to drapery, but I'll do so a little later. Just simplify the clothing. That's mainly what we do. So we just get the main drapery lines. Just reposition that arm a bit. We constantly are adjusting and readjusting when we draw. We don't just get it right straight off. We have to see, when you see the mistake, you can see what to do about it. Now I'll come in with a bit of tone and try to show you where the light and dark is. And we'll add some drapery lines as well. The drapery lines are very handy because they tell us something about the anatomy of the figure underneath. It's a 2B pencil, just it's a lumograph pencil, and it's just to give some accents to some energy, if you like, to the lines. And here we've got the third figure. She's actually holding on to a strap, and she's in a train carriage. And I'll draw the train carriage, just suggested later on. that's so I can tell you about perspective as well. But once again, we draw with the centre line. We notice how much balance there is on the left side and the right side. So her left leg is is holding the center of gravity, and her right leg is just supporting it. And once again, we keep the shapes fairly simple. The heads are a basic egg, if you like, and the chest and the pelvis are basically boxes, and the legs and arms are basically tubes. So it's this combination of all these things that help us to draw. Now that pencil I'm using is 0.3. It's a very fine lead, and it's very brittle, and it's very good practice. So for your drawing, to keep your lines really light and sensitive, because I recommend you getting one actually, 0.3. It's very frustrating at first because you break the lead all the time, but little by little, the little brains in your fingers will learn not to press too tightly, because light lines are terribly important for figure drawing especially, well, any kind of drawing. That's B lead too. And that's the 2B Lumograph pencil, just to give some accents to the and energy to those lines. And some just suggestions of drapery. And there we are, three very different poses, but really the same approach each time. Whether the figure is walking, bending, or simply standing, looking for the action first, establish the center line, simplify what you see in the big shapes, and leave the details until later. You don't need to make figure drawing complicated. Keep looking at the whole figure, keep your early lines loose, and let the drawing develop. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this lesson, please subscribe to Lines and Colours and let me know in the comments what you'd like to learn next. I'll see you in the next one.